What is envy, and where can it be found? Envy, a feeling as old as time itself, often hides in unexpected places. It frequently appears disguised as closeness, camouflaged in seemingly friendly glances, or words that carry more weight than they seem. Think of a friend who always remarks, "You're so lucky," whenever something good happens in your life. Luck? Maybe. But sometimes what they truly mean is, "Why not me?" And therein lies the danger. Envy, being silent, often goes unnoticed until it starts to erode relationships and emotions. When it comes to envy, many people look outward, but the truth is, it can also be found within ourselves. That discomfort when seeing someone achieve something we desire, yes, that's a sign we need to look in the mirror. Acknowledging this isn't a weakness, but a display of courage. After all, how can you combat an enemy you don't even know is there? Identifying envy, whether in ourselves or others, is the first step toward avoiding the trap of nurturing destructive emotions. So, what can you do when you realize someone close to you is harboring envy toward you? It's a dilemma because we don't want to distrust those we care about. But protecting your emotional peace is essential. It starts with awareness, moves through self-protection, and, well, that's what we'll explore next. Stay tuned, because the next point will help you see envy like never before. Recognizing the signs of envy. Recognizing the signs of envy is like shining a flashlight in a dark room. Without it, you might stumble over obstacles you didn't even know existed. This guide has a clear mission: to open your eyes. Ever noticed a compliment that doesn't sound genuine, or the feeling that your achievements are being downplayed? Learning to identify these signs isn't just helpful, it's necessary. After all, you can't avoid storms if you don't even see the clouds forming. Moreover, protecting your emotions is an act of self-love. Think about it. What's the point of conquering the world if you can't find peace within yourself? Knowing how to shield yourself from envy's negative energy is like building a fortress around your mind and heart. And don't worry, it's not about isolating yourself or distrusting everyone, but about developing emotional intelligence. This is a life-transforming skill. Speaking of transformation, it all starts with small actions. Imagine beginning and ending your day with practices that connect you to inner balance. That's just a glimpse of what you can do to preserve your peace. In the next section, we'll dive deeply into the impacts of envy, both visible and subtle. Get ready to understand how it affects your life in ways you might not have noticed. Envy and its impacts. Envy is like a poison that contaminates everything around it. It affects not only the person feeling it, but also the one on the receiving end. Relationships become fragile, environments grow heavy, and progress, both personal and professional, stalls. Think of a friendship that started out light but grew uncomfortable because one person couldn't handle the other's success. When envy comes into play, harmony goes out the window. From an emotional and spiritual perspective, the impact is even deeper. For the person feeling envy, it manifests as constant dissatisfaction, an inability to celebrate what they have, and a destructive focus on what they lack. For the target, it can feel like exhaustion and weariness, as if carrying an invisible weight. Buddhism, for instance, teaches that envy is a mental pollution that causes suffering for both the sender and the receiver. But, as they say, knowledge is power. When you understand the impacts of this feeling, it becomes easier to recognize the signs and develop strategies for protection. The next step, learning how to spot these signs practically and quickly. This is where we'll uncover the behaviors that reveal envy. Stay alert because what comes next might surprise you. 5 signs someone is envious of you. Superficial compliments. Superficial compliments are like smiles that don't reach the eyes. have you ever received a "congratulations, it's good, but have you thought about improving this"? This contradiction between words and tone is one of the clearest signs that something is amiss. It's as if the person wants to applaud but is held back by envy, minimizing your achievements. Another common behavior is downplaying your accomplishments. Ever shared something important and heard, "Oh, that's not so hard. Anyone can do that"? These remarks, often said casually, aim to devalue what you've achieved. They reflect the discomfort of someone who would prefer you didn't shine so brightly. Passive-aggressive comments. Comments loaded with sarcasm or subtle jabs often mask deeper feelings of envy. Statements like, "Must be nice to have everything handed to you," reveal a struggle to celebrate your success authentically. Competing or one-upping. People driven by envy often feel the need to compete or overshadow your achievements. If you share good news, they immediately counter with their own story, shifting the focus back to themselves. Social exclusion. Intentional social exclusion can be envy's most silent weapon. Imagine a friend who suddenly stops inviting you to events or subtly spreads rumors to weaken your connections. This isn't paranoia, but recognizing patterns. Identifying these signs is the first step to acting wisely. In the next section, we'll explore how to protect yourself from these energies while maintaining your peace and inner harmony. How to protect yourself from envy. Protecting yourself from envy isn't about building walls, but about elevating your energy to a level where negativity cannot reach you. Meditation is one of the most powerful practices for this. Dedicate a few minutes daily to connecting with your essence, whether through silence or high-frequency sounds, such as 528 Hz. Try creating a playlist with these frequencies and listen to it. As you organize your routine, you'll notice a difference in the lightness of your day. Another effective strategy is cultivating positive energy through gratitude. Here's an exercise. At the end of each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. It can be something simple like someone's smile or a well-made cup of coffee. Gratitude acts as an invisible shield that blocks negativity and attracts more good into your life. Additionally, small acts of kindness, such as helping someone without expecting anything in return, further elevate your vibration. And of course, let's not forget energetic cleansing. Incense like sage or palo santo, crystals like black tourmaline, and even salt baths are incredible allies. Think of it as a self-care ritual, something you do not only to protect yourself, but also to feel renewed. In the next section, we'll explore how to transform envy into a true stepping stone for personal growth. Transforming envy into an opportunity for growth. Transforming envy into something positive begins with self-awareness. When you understand that someone else's envy says more about them than about you, it becomes easier to stay focused on what truly matters. For example, imagine someone envies your promotion at work. Instead of being shaken, see it as confirmation that you're on the right path. Use this realization to reaffirm your goals and strengthen your confidence. Forgiveness is also a powerful tool. It's not about condoning someone else's behavior, but about freeing yourself from the emotional burden it causes. Forgiveness is like saying, "I'm not carrying this with me." Surprisingly, it creates more mental and emotional space for your growth. A simple exercise is to write down negative emotions on a piece of paper and then discard it as a symbolic act of release. And how about using envy itself as fuel? Yes, you read that right. Treat it as validation of your progress and as motivation to keep improving. If someone is paying attention to you, it's because you're doing something worthwhile. Now imagine transforming that energy into drive to achieve even more. In the next section, we'll tie everything together with a message to inspire you to put all this learning into action. A final message of empowerment. Envy, in the end, is like a mirror reflecting the insecurities of those who feel it and the challenges of those who receive it. But now you have the tools to deal with it. Recognize the signs, protect your energy, and even turn that feeling into personal growth. So, what will you do with all of this? Will you let envy consume you, or will you use what you've learned to grow stronger and move forward? The choice is yours, and I hope you choose the path that best supports your journey. Remember, no external victory is worth more than inner peace. So, why not start applying these practices to your daily life? Meditate, practice gratitude, and cultivate meaningful connections. Make your life an example of how positive energy can overcome any negativity. If you've made it this far, it's because you're committed to your evolution. And believe me, that's powerful. Now, how about continuing this journey with me? Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and leave a comment saying, I choose to protect my energy. Together, we can create a space where peace, growth, and positivity take center stage.